Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. This defense for the Titans, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Jones. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. Now a first down carry by Jones. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope, and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36.
Now Jones just going to bat this forward on the jet sweep.
And it's a touchdown for the Jets.
Dwayne Eskridge
with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Joe Reed returning. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Kamara with a call on first down as he works his way forward for a gain of about 6.
Partner, it's not often that I expect running backs to eclipse 100 yards in back-to-back games, but he left 100 way behind last week. I think he's going to do it again. I'm expecting 150 or more.
And last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week, so if he does what you say he might, maybe he'll get another one.
Yeah, I think he's locked in.
4 yards remain for second down.
Kamara try the right side. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. Again, he finds an opening. They find some open field here. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line.
66 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans.
Alvin Kamara.
His second touchdown on the season. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point splits the uprights.
And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Throwing, Jones.
We'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor.
His first catch, good for 8 and a first down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Romeo Okwara in on the tackle. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Play action. Jones.
He'll spot Eskridge open left side.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage.
And he is going to have a Jets first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Jones. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 24-yard line. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that earns him a fresh set of downs. They go back to the ground with Jones. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. These 2 teams all tied after 1. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Off play action. Jones going right side. He finds Slayton. And the Jets are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaken up on the play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Now Jones. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
On 2nd and goal, Jones. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Jalen Reagor, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets have taken the lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And that makes the score 14-7. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Andre Cisco there on the stop.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now it's gone.
He'll get this one underneath to Kamara.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, this offense will definitely utilize him as a weapon out of the backfield because he was close to 100 yards receiving a week ago. So they will try to get him the football in space as they did right there.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A give. This is Kamara.
79 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Throwing on 3rd. Gone.
That's caught by the tight end, Harrison Bryant. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
They'll run. This is Kamara. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Back to throw. Goff. Eluding the pressure right. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down.
Goff now to throw. Flushed out right.
That one taken in by T. Higgins.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 30 yards there. And, of course, the first down as well. On the ground, Kamara. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. Line of scrimmage. Again, the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. On the ground, this is Kamara. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. Now they've gotten it to the 1. Can they get that final yard here on 3rd and goal? They'll run it with Kamara. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Alvin Kamara with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. A try here for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Jones. He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10. Off play action. Jones. And quickly finding Rager. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 32-yard line. A nice pickup of 17 yards. They go play action here on 1st down. They'll let this go for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
And Lambeau will put this one through. And they take a 17-14 lead. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. So we've hit halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the home team, the Jets, leading this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Again, it's Kamara. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
108 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
And that, nearly picked off. Well, it would have been a great time for their first interception of the game. Instead, it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10.
A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Here's Goff. Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it? Touchdowns.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now Balaj. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That is caught by the former Gator Antonio Callaway. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game, because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And some room to roam now. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10.
Now Jones is going to bat this forward on the jet sweep.
And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
The defensive coordinators love that. You got a cornerback willing to stick his nose in there, come up on run support, and stop that pop pass dead in its tracks.
And, partner, one good thing about trying to defend that play, you should see it coming the whole way. You see the receiver coming in motion in your direction. Nice job eluding the blocker, making the play behind the line of scrimmage, but an even better job studying the play before you have to try and defend it in a game.
On 2nd and 12, Jones.
Got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Jones now. Off play action. That ball caught by Slayton. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. He could not hang on. 2nd down coming up. A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. They'll set up the screen to Balazs. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Boy, that one was well read defensively. And this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive, because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
Here's Jones. Off the play fake.
Open man is Eskridge. That's complete.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Ronald Jones, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. These guys will take a 10-point lead. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And down to the 20.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket, because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. from the red zone now. Goff looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick.
And the Jets are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Jet football as they've got the lead here, and we get set to begin quarter number 4.
Only needing 2 yards on second down.
They run it with Malachi.
And he'll have a Jets first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line.
And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Malachi. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Out of the pistol, the give to Jones. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Jones on 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, Jones.
Hauled in over the middle by Rager. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They'll run here with Malachi. Finding room to the 20. And out of bounds all the way down at the 30. 61 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Kalen Ballage, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Jets look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
Here's Reed. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. It's a gain of 34. On 1st and 10, Goff.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Darnell Savage.
And the Jets force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
Oh, really nice job there by Darnell Savage, plucking that one out of the air for an interception. And he flipped between free safety and strong safety in the early part of his NFL career. But if you ask him what position he plays, he'll tell you football player. The former first-round pick led Green Bay with 4 interceptions in 2020.
The drive starts with a completion, left side.
7 yards, the pickup there.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones.
And that's going to be caught, Dwayne Eskridge.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a 1st down. Off-play action. Jones. He's going to float this one deep right side. It's complete. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown.
Dwayne Eskridge.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the interception by the Jets D leads to a touchdown. Lambo to add on the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Here's Reed returning. Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now a first down throw. Goff. Flush to his right. Put it on the carpet, a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
Second time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds, saved him from a turnover.
On second down, Kamara. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On first down, it's Goff.
And yet again, Goff is intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And the Jets are going to have it here just past the 25. Well, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defense's side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And that one going to be off target and incomplete. We're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. They'll try to run some clock now with Jones. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet first down.
It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. That one, a first down pickup of 8. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus. and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better, and that got it done in this one.
So for the Jets, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville.